Very good evening to all brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. Today is 13 November 2025, Thursday class. So today, as usual, we will be sharing our Dhamma from this book, Heart Sutra, second edition. We are at page 182, the final summary of that particular chapter 20, I think chapter 36. The whole thing is about how to develop the cultivation and what are the final outcome after you develop the correct meditation, etc. Okay, so let us compose our mind, develop the faith, saddha, virya, then mindfully we shall commence the puja chanting. Namo 本师释迦牟尼佛。Namo 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 观世音菩萨。Namo 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 阿弥陀佛。Namo 阿弥陀佛。Namo 阿弥陀佛。南无弥勒佛，南无弥勒佛，南无弥勒佛，南无药师佛，南无药师佛，南无药师佛，南无普贤菩萨，南无普贤菩萨，南无普贤菩萨，南无地藏王菩萨，南无地藏王菩萨，南无地藏王菩萨。南无佛菩萨，南无佛菩萨，南无佛菩萨。阿拉汉萨玛萨布多巴嘎瓦，布当巴嘎วัน当阿比瓦提米。สวากาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโมธัมมังนะมัสสามิสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนะมามินะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะบุตตังสรณังกัจฉามิธัมมังสรณังกัจฉามิสังฆังสรณังกัจฉามิDutiyampi Buddhang Saranang Gacchami Dutiyampi Dhammang Saranang Gacchami Dutiyampi Sanghang Saranang Gacchami Tatiyampi Buddhang Saranang Gacchami Tatiyampi Dhammang Saranang Gacchami Tatiyampi Sanghang Saranang Gacchami Panati Pata Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Kamesu Miccācara Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Musawada Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Surameraya Majapamadatana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Okay, let us pay respect to Pajam. Buddhang Pujemi. Dhammang pujemi. Sanghang pujemi. I think by now most of you are familiar, so you just proceed with your meditation. Remember the four support: relax, maintain awareness, stabilize the awareness. Then for those who have progress and ability to develop the stability of inner awareness via the first three support, you can move on to the fourth support, which is trust. That one you just relax completely, silence your mind, stay at the heart area, maintain awareness there. Then let that nature move and detect by itself whatever vibration or heartbeat or any activity that is within that heart area. Just relax, silent. Then it will move by itself, it will detect by itself. The main intent is to further stabilize your inner awareness and develop the ability to trust that nature to move and develop the meditative movement. When you are able to do that, because that is a silent mind without thought, that is your true mind. That nature can detect the gateway to your nature within. The gateway is somewhere near your heart area, within that vicinity. Then when you detect, the cultivator will know something will happen. Then there will be like a very soothing flow of energy through that gateway. You feel very quiet, very still. Then all of a sudden, like your yin-yang energy will melt inside and become pure energy to transform you internally, to develop the internal meditative movement. When you can do that, my nature sadhuyo, means you have really did well. You have managed to locate the gateway, and from then onward, you will progress very fast. You will understand many things. Okay, I'll let you meditate on your own. I will set the alarm for 30 minutes now. You can slowly, mindfully come out of meditation. Then now we will do the invocation to the Devas. Invocation to the Devas. In this universe, in their entirety, let the deities and Devas come here. Let them hear the good teachings of the King of Sages, which gives heaven and release, Nibbana. This is the time to listen to the teaching. This is the time to listen to the teaching. This is the time to listen to the teaching. Samanta Chakawalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddhamma Muni Rajasa Sunantu Sakkamokadang Dhamma Sunan Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhamma Sunan Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhamma Sunan Kalo Ayang Badanta Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Iti peso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho Vijacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manusanang buddho bhagavati swakato bhagavata dhammo Sanditiko akaliko ehipaseko opanayiko pacyatang veditabo vinohiti Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Samicipatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yadidang cattari purisa yukani Atta purisa pugala Esa bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaneyo Anuttarang punyang ketang lokasati sadhu Sadhu, sadhu. Okay, you all can just relax and be seated. Then maintain some form of attention. Then we will continue from where we stop. We are at page 182, the diagram, which explains the whole of meditation. So in the center, I put there the circle. What is the meditation as taught by Lord Buddha? So, branching out, there are 6 key important understanding that one must have regarding meditation. Both understanding what is meditation, how to do it, and what are the understanding behind it. Then there are also skillful means that has been taught under various method, techniques, and whatever training rules where people adopt. So whatever method, technique, or even training rules that people evolve to develop this so-called meditation as taught by the Buddha, that one is just a series of instructions to do things. But those techniques are not the meditation. It's just to support the development of heedfulness. Okay, we go to the first item. The key definition of meditation. The basic understanding is meditation is to decondition one's heedless thinking. This one is very important. We are training the mind to be heedful, then use it to insight into the 3 universal characteristics of nature to cultivate or develop wisdom. Then only one can liberate one's mind so that it is always at peace with all life situations. So this definition is very complete. It comes from the understanding of the Apamada verses under Dhammapada verse 21, 22 and 23, which Buddha always emphasizes on. From the definition, heedfulness is the path to the deathless. The heedful never dies. Whereas heedlessness is the path to the dead. The heedless are as if dead. So the meaning is very clear. Unless you can develop the stability of heedfulness, then you can develop the meditative understanding and awakening. That's why he said, the heedful never die. Whereas if you are heedless, the heedless are as if dead. Then heedlessness is the path to the dead. So that Dhammapada verse 21 make it very clear. Without heedfulness, you don't stand a chance. You are as if dead. And that way of living life is the path to the dead. Whereas if you really want to meditate, the Buddha say, heedfulness is the path to the deathless. Deathless means no more rebirth via avijja. Means eternal life, no more rebirth. You realize Nibbana, which is the deathless element, the unconditioned. So the understanding is very important. Then I add in the word, to decondition the heedless thinking. Heedless thinking means you are heedless, lost in thought. If you are not lost in thought, you are not heedless. That's why to decondition the heedless thinking means this heedless thinking manifests from avijja, ignorance. And basically, what is ignorant? Ignorant of the truth. Ignorant of the basic essential Dhamma. Especially the three spiritual laws that governs life and existence. Ignorant of the law of karma, the karma niyama. They're ignorant of how you function as a human being, citta niyama, the law of mind. They're ignorant of basic, essential Dhamma, or essential truth. So when you don't have understanding of these three spiritual laws that governs all of life and existence, then you have avijja, ignorance. And the ignorant or the deluded one, they think a lot. They are very heedless. Why? Because they lack understanding. And when they lack understanding, means they don't have the five spiritual faculties. Then it will condition the five mental hindrances that will make them heedless. Well, what are mental hindrances? Panchani varanas. They are mind states that make us heedless, that hinders our mind from entering the meditative state of inner peace, inner calmness, and inner awareness. And that mind is our true mind. When you are without thought, not heedless, not lost in thought, you are heedful. And that is your true mind. So the mental hindrance, they will hinder you from entering the meditative state of inner peace, inner calmness, and inner awareness. And that meditative state is your meditative mind, your true mind, your silent mind, your pure awareness nature. That is a very important understanding. That's why I use the word initially, is to decondition your heedless thinking so that you can develop the understanding to cultivate heedfulness. And what is heedfulness? As I have taught you all before, Dhammapada verse 23 defines clearly what heedfulness is. The ever mindful, constantly meditative, and steadfast one, they will realize the supreme born-free Nibbana. Ever mindful means what? You must train your mind to be mindful, then stabilize it. Then you develop the first, what they call, aspect of heedfulness. Where heedfulness contains two parts. To be heedful, you must be ever mindful first. Then, secondly, use it to meditate, to develop the constantly meditative mind. So to be ever mindful, we need to train our mind to be mindful, then stabilize it. So to do this, you can use any method, any technique, or any skillful means that you have developed before. The key is to train the mind to be heedful, to be mindful, to be aware, so that it does not continue to create thinking, the habitual thinking that will make you heedless. The one that think a lot, worry a lot, plan a lot, do a lot of frivolous thought activity. These are heedless people. That's why the heedless are as if dead. Without heedfulness, you are as if dead. The heedless are as if dead. So this understanding is very important. And how do we decondition it? The heedless thinking. That these are habitual tendencies that we develop through habitual repetitive mental activity. Every moment of seeing, hearing, smell, taste, tactile or thought process means every moment of conscious living. When you are arising, the awareness to be conscious of what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you tactile, feel and think. This is how you know the world and how you interact with the world, through your senses. And when your senses develop that activity, you don't have mindfulness and awareness to see things as they are and to understand what is going on, then what you will do? You will go to your memory. You will react to what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you tactile, feel and think, through your habitual tendency, through your views, opinion, conditionings, and belief system, etc. That's how all these things make you heedless. So it's a society that we live in that's based on thought. Basically, 90% thought-based. It wants to develop the ability to study, to learn, knowledge, to develop all the religious views, beliefs, system, and in the name of knowledge. That's how all these things create heedless thinking. And how does heedlessness come about? The Buddha said there are 5 mental states that will make you heedless, and they are called mental hindrance. The mind state that hinders your mind from entering the meditative state. And what are they? The first 2, very obvious and very easy to understand. Sensual desire and ill will. These are the 2 aspects of like and dislike, pleasant and unpleasant sense experience. The result of the basic evil roots of greed and hatred. That's why when you see something, hear something, smell something, taste something, tactile feel and think of something, then you stir your mind through like and dislike to develop the sensual desire and ill will. Then you develop the habit, we call it habitual tendency, because you crave for pleasant experience. Sensual desire arises when you crave for positive sensual experience. That's why they call it sensual desire. You desire for that sense activity to be repeated. And you think that is what you want to enjoy it. Think owning it and enjoying it can make you beautiful, happy, wonderful. Then the other one is when you dislike that thing, that negative craving will create the aversion, the dislike, the envy, the jealousy. That's how your mind state become heedless. But that reaction of mind create the sensual desire for you to be lost in the activity and that craving for it. The other one is the negative craving. You want to push it away. Or you dislike that thing. That's why it creates the evil roots of greed, jealousy, envy, dislike, hatred, etc. So these two, sensual desire and ill will, they keep on arising. Where we are so conditioned. The duality that we have developed through our thought process, because thought divide. And it divides on the basis of duality, where when we create one side, good. If it's not this condition which is good, then the opposite will manifest. And that's how our mind developed this sensual desire and ill will. The positive and negative craving. And craving is a cause of suffering. That's why the mind cannot be peaceful, quiet, tranquil. So every day, throughout the day, every moment of living life, every moment of sense experience, you react and stir to what you perceive through your senses. So what is happening? This habitual reaction and stirring of mind create mental hindrance all the time. If all the time there is this sensual desire, you will, the duality arising in you, then how can you meditate? How can you be in the state of inner peace, inner calmness, and inner awareness? Because that sensual desire and ill will create the mental hindrance that will hinder your mind from becoming peaceful, from returning to its original state before the stirring, from realizing your true mind, which is your pure awareness within, without thought. Understand this, so that when you develop the meditative training, you become serious. You don't want to be heedless anymore. You determine to be heedful. And the next thing about heedlessness is living beings on their own without this understanding, they cannot be in the state of inner peace without thought. They think a lot. Not only is a habitual tendency, because they cannot stop this process. It has been conditioned for so long. That's why most people find it very difficult to meditate. Then what happened is, over the years, after the passing away of the Buddha, as the time passes by, less and less people develop or continue to have the understanding of what heedfulness is. That's why they cannot train their mind to be mindful. So they come out with methods and technique or skillful means to do what? To anchor the mind. Because the mind, if you don't give it something to hold on to or do, it will continue to be heedless, think a lot. That's why they give you the object of meditation, the technique, the method to anchor your mind, so that your mind is anchored at the object of meditation or focus at something that they give you the instruction to focus. Then this mind does not become heedless. But by doing that, they fail to understand the basis of it. The basis of it is to develop the mindfulness, so that you can stabilize it to be ever mindful. Instead, they fix it, they control it. That's why they go and do one-pointedness meditation. they focus, they concentrate, then they develop samatha, means thought energy. And because of that, they believe this is the meditation. Then when they develop the samatha energy, they develop jhanic ability or the jhanic factor, which is vitaka, vichara, then piti, sukhang, and ekagata, one-pointedness of mind. So this jhanic factor, as they develop it deeper and deeper, they become jhanas. And their mind states become like very strong, calm, powerful with the energy, very thought-based. And their mind, within the jhanic state, is a conditioned state. It's not a free mind. Which means, during this moment when you train, you like enlightened being, especially those who can do until the fourth jhana. Because the mental hindrance cannot arise. Sensual desire, ill will, sloth and torpor, restlessness of mind and doubt, they cannot arise. Which means they are being suppressed because of the energy field. So this conditioned mind is very powerful. So a lot of them end up doing energy field, the jhanas and all those things. And that was what happened even to the Buddha initially, before he became the Sammasa Buddha. He also followed the two teachers, Alara and Uddaka, and he learned all the jhanic state. One, the first teacher, teach him until the 7 jhanas. The last one, teach him until the 8 jhanas. But then he knew this is not what he's seeking for. Despite all the jhana, he's still not enlightened. That's why finally he decided to leave them and go and meditate on his own. And the 5 ascetics that was with him also left him because they thought he no more serious. But the main intent is, if you look at the Satipatthana Sutta, there are 4 foundations of mindfulness that you can develop. These are the 4 where you can anchor your mindfulness, or anchor your mind to develop the mindfulness from there. That's why when we say foundation, means the basis for you to develop mindfulness. The first foundation is all your kaya activity, which include anapanasati. That's why anapanasati, you take the wrong instruction, they will teach you how to feel at the tip of the nostril and develop actually samatha, concentration. Yeah. Then the other thing is, all the other method and technique, they ask you to focus, concentrate, develop one-pointedness and absorption. So this jhanic training comes from vitaka and vichara. Vitaka is applied thought. You apply your thought there. Then vichara is sustain that thought there. So that there is no other thought. It's just that thought to focus, to concentrate, to anchor the mind so that it does not run. The energy belongs. Then you don't know how to release this energy. That's why a lot of people get into yin-yang problem. When too much energy, you cannot release it. Then it has to go somewhere. Yeah. Then it develop into many other things. First is the yin-yang imbalance. Then it trigger off one-sided extreme, yin-yang. Sometimes the yin energy, it make you feel like eerie, cold and all those things. Then sometimes yang energy, too much, you feel like very hot inside. A lot of problem, the imbalance. Then they got problem. Then it affect their karmic and all those things. Then sometimes with the jhanic ability, they go and do funny things that go against the law of karma. That's why all this can lead you not only astray, can lead to negativity of karmic. So understanding this is very important. Okay, we go back to the notes. I have to move a bit faster. Otherwise, not enough time. Yeah, today I promise you all, I want to extract at least half an hour extra for the sharing, the Chiu San people. So the first part I more or less covered. Meditation is to decondition one's heedless thinking first. We are training the mind to be heedful, then use it to meditate, to see things as they are, to cultivate Noble Eightfold Path, to develop the Noble Eightfold Path quality. So initially it's the direct seeing things as they are, to insight into phenomena, to realize the three universal characteristics of anicca, dukkha, and anatta. Once you insight into phenomena and realize these three universal characteristics, you actually develop a very profound wisdom that can allow you to break free from sakkaya ditthi. You will know that this form and mind is not a permanent, unchanging entity, and everything that manifests within the conditioned world, they are conditioned arising activity, dependent originating, condition arising activity. Mind make are they. All this you will understand. Then if you want things your way, which is not nature's way, then you suffer. That's why the universal characteristic manifests. Then your mind can be liberated, so that it is at peace with all life situations. But you see no reality, hey no you, hey no me. Everything is just a phenomena, arising and passing away, the coming and the going, the birth and the death. Then even your own form and mind is dependent originating, condition arising, causal phenomena. No reality. It's not a permanent, unchanging entity where you can cling onto, hold onto, grasp onto, and say, this is me, this is I, therefore all this can be mine. No such thing. Then the next part of the rectangle is how to develop it. According to the Buddha, the mental hindrance, like I explained just now, which is sensual desire, evil, sloth, and torpor, restlessness of mind, and doubt, they arise from your heedless living, your thought-based living and thought-based activity. So how do you overcome this mental hindrance? You don't fight it, don't resist it. You must understand how they arise. They arise because you lack the 5 spiritual faculty. So how do you overcome it? Develop the 5 spiritual faculty, and it will help you overcome the 5 mental hindrance. And what are the 5 spiritual faculty? They are saddha, virya, sati, samadhi, and panya. This one we have gone through. Saddha is faith in the Buddha and his teaching. And when you have faith, means your mind becomes very calm and composed. And the faith comes from your ability to put it into investigation. All the essential Dhamma that the Buddha has taught us, especially the Four Noble Truths, is 3 things you can put to test. And when they stand up to investigation, you develop the faith, the virya. The faith is saddha. Then you develop virya because once you have faith in the Buddha and his teaching, through knowing who he is and how special a being he is and how wonderful a teaching he has taught us, then your virya will be very strong. It will drive you to cultivate. I call it spiritual resolve. So virya is a tenacity to go this way, or a spiritual zeal that actually develops the resolve, spiritual resolve to cultivate. So the first thing to cultivate is what? To be heedful. Mindfulness, that's why sati is the 3rd spiritual faculty. Then you stabilize it, it becomes samadhi. And this is how samadhi develops. Samadhi is a collected and unwavering mind. it's not a mind in focus or a conditioned mind state where you develop the jhana and the one-pointer. No, that is not samadhi. Samadhi is the free mind, collected and unwavering, where the spiritual faculties are there. Then when you have sati and samadhi, you can see things as they are. Because your mind, not only mindful, it is collected and unwavering. What does it mean? It means at the moment of sense experience, your mind does not stir or react. Where it's collected, unwavering. That's why samadhi is needed initially. Then when you can see things as they are, you understand the way things are. Then you understand what the Buddha has been teaching you all this while. Thing is just the way it is, the Buddha said. Develop the ability to see things as they are. Jnana dasana, direct knowledge and vision of the truth, of the reality, means see things as they are. Not in accordance with your views, opinion, conditioning and belief system, your memory, but as it is, without word, the direct seeing. Then you realize the truth is different from what has been taught or popularly accepted by even the religious people, or the interpretation of what the spiritual teaching is. Then you start to develop the wisdom. That's why when you can see things as they are, you will see the law of karma clearly. Even the law of mind, paticca samuppada, the dwelling very clear. Then you know that within our conditioned world, everything is condition arising, causal phenomena, not what you think. Nothing arises without causes and condition. When causes and condition comes to be, phenomena comes to be. When causes and conditions cease to be, phenomena cease to be. When causes and conditions continue to sustain itself, then the phenomena continue to exist like real, like it has existed. But if you have this wisdom, the spiritual faculty, all the delusion gone, especially the last factor, which is panya. So this is how you overcome the 5 mental hindrances. When you have faith, your mind is composed, and you have the confidence in the Buddha and his teaching through knowing who he is, how special a being he is. He is not only enlightened, he is fully enlightened. He has developed the cultivation for very long. He has perfected the understanding, the 10 perfection, to become Sama Sambuddha. That's why to have him as your teacher, you will develop a lot of faith, a lot of gratitude towards him. And that faith and gratitude will prevent you from becoming restless, developing the doubt, or sleepy. Yeah. So faith alone can be very strong. Then when your mind is collected, unwavering, this mind is more composed, calm, peaceful. But without the real wisdom born of heedfulness, there are situations in life that can still affect them. That's why faith alone is a good spiritual faculty to start the cultivation, but it's not enough. So when you have this faith, virya arise, then it drives you to cultivate sati. So sati is, like I say, you can develop it through various ways, following the various methods and technique or skillful means, which I have listed under the technique there. You can also use the 4 support for awareness-based meditation that I have taught you. That one is a shortcut. If you do that very fast, you will develop the awareness. You don't have to waste so much time on all this. But most people have to develop it through all the various method, technique, and skillful means. So now I will go into method, techniques, and skillful means. First technique is skillful means, as taught by the Buddha, is to do your pre-puja and post-puja. And this puja activity are very important, because what we normally do during puja is we will make offering mindfully. We develop mindfulness. We rejoice. All the spiritual faculty will be developed too. Then at the same time, the 10 meritorious action also you will develop. That's why puja is a very important activity. The 10 meritorious deeds, all you will cover under pre-puja and post-puja. Then what we normally do is, apart from that, when you pay your respect to the triple gem, you develop reverential salutation. And by itself, reverential salutation and paying respect is a meritorious action. And you do it with understanding, you develop mindfulness. You develop the faith. Then you rejoice. Then after that, you renew your precept. You chant the salutation to the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Then like today, we also chant all the so-called taking of refuge, the salutation to the Buddha. Then taking of refuge. Then we renew our precept, which is also another meritorious action. And taking refuge is very important. You build affinity with the triple gem. Then you listen attentively, develop mindfulness, develop heedfulness to attentively listen to the Dhamma. And this will develop the first turning wisdom, listening to the true Dhamma, as taught by the Buddha. Then after you listen, you develop the second turning wisdom later, when you have your free time. You can reflect, contemplate on it. Then develop the inquiry to stabilize the understanding, leading to the three types of corresponding wisdom. First turning lead to Suttamaya Panya. Sutta is the discourse of the Buddha. After listening to the discourse of the Buddha, you develop the understanding of it, and that is called Panya, born of listening to the Sutta. That's why it's called the first turning. Then when you reflect and contemplate, inquire deep into it, you stabilize the understanding. So that second turning wisdom is called Chintamaya Panya. Then when you silence your mind to develop the meditative wisdom, you develop the third turning wisdom, which is Bhavana Maya Panya. And Bhavana can only be developed with heedfulness. But that is a more stable wisdom. We call it Bhavana Maya Panya. Means Panya is wisdom. Wisdom born of Bhavana, meditative training. Okay. After understanding the development of puja, I taught you all the mind sweeping method plus metta training. This one also very good to decondition your heedless thinking. So to do the mind sweeping method, what you do is you relax body and mind, you silence everything, then you can start off by feeling. You don't think, feel. The forehead there, feel, just feel. Any tension, any tightness, or any stress within, you just feel it. Then relax into it. Relax, relax, relax. Make sure the tension, the tightness and stress gone. You must do it. Then after that, you come down to your eye muscle. Normally after a tired day, it's also full of stress. So you soothingly relax into it, so that the eye recuperate and recover. You feel it soothingly relax. Then after that, you go to your facial muscle. Again, feel, don't think, feel. Because every time you feel and relax, you don't think, you start to decondition your heedless thinking. And you start to train your mind to be at the location you want it to be. That's how you do it. Then normally after a tired day, without you realizing it, your whole face is very tense. You are not relaxed. That's why you cannot smile. There is no joy. So in order to help you smile and develop the joy, I add in metta, loving kindness. You can visualize yourself facing a mirror, radiating a radiant smile. Then when you radiate that radiant smile, you feel good. The tension all like relax, gone. Then you start to radiate to enhance that metta feeling, the well-being in you. That will make you feel more relaxed and have the what they call joy and happiness in you. Then you radiate, you say, may I, this body and mind of mine. As you radiate body and mind, you must feel your body and mind. Be well and happy. Feel the well-being and happiness within your body and mind. Really feel it. Then you become different. Then may this body and mind of mine too be without enmity, without ill will and untroubled. May it keep itself happy and peaceful always. This is how you develop metta and develop the well-being inside you. And you feel very calm, a lot of joy. Then you can also radiate to your loved ones, extending to all the neighbors or whatever in the 10 direction. That one is a separate practice. But while you meditate, you just radiate to yourself and to your loved ones, close family members or whoever that you have this intent to radiate metta. That's why sometimes when people ask us to radiate metta, is because normally they got problem, they got sickness and all those things. So he said, it can help radiate metta. It's very positive mind state of pure mind energy, which is love, compassion, metta. So you combine this, then after that, you come back to your facial muscle. Relax. Then you sweep it down to your neck. Feel, relax. Then you extend it to your shoulder. Feel, relax. Then you sweep it down to your hand. Then back to your shoulder. Then you move it down to your heart. When you move it down to your heart, you feel. That one is for you to train your fourth support. You just feel. Well, if you do this mind sweeping method, your mindfulness develop very fast also. Where it decondition the heedless thinking and train your mind to be at the location you want it to be. Then you silence everything and feel at the heart. Normally I do the mind sweeping method that time when I was teaching in the early years, 2004 that time. I actually have a lot of people. Then when I do it, I can also feel it. There is so much joy, so much metta, love, energy. Then that heart area starts to open up. But for me, I already developed it, that's why I can detect it very fast. Then the heart area, very strong energy. Then every time when I silent, I feel very good. Then I just relax into it. That's why I say whatever mind state arise, relax into it. No matter how beautiful the energy or how powerful, just relax into it. Well, the more relaxed you are, the deeper it will go in. Otherwise, it will not penetrate. So after that, you can continue to sweep it down to the abdomen. Feel, relax. Before the abdomen, there is a stomach. You can also feel, relax. Then stomach, feel, relax. Then buttock, feel, relax. Then leg, feel, relax. Then you reverse the mind sweeping method upward to your brain. Normally, one cycle, down and up and up. Then you can meditate after that, silent, relax. Develop anapanasati or the four support for awareness-based meditation. So you need a method or technique, a skillful means to anchor your mind to develop sati. You can use it. If you are doing anapanasati, use your breath to anchor through anapanasati. If you are using the object of meditation like the rising and falling of the abdomen, go to your abdomen there, silent everything, and let the phenomena come to you. That type of rising and falling is very different. It's no different from your breath. Internet connection unstable. Gone already, that message. Okay, modem maybe. Never mind. Okay, we continue. So, all this you will develop as an understanding. So, if you can actually develop it, it will help you a lot. Where this mind sweeping method is very beautiful. Then the training of the mind to be aware is very easy. Where after you have developed the mind sweeping method, you have trained your mind to decondition the heedless thinking, and this mind is now trained, and you can locate it at whatever location you want it to be. You want it to be at the forehead, it's at the forehead. You want it to be at the heart, it's at the heart. You want it to be at the breath, it stay at the breath. You want it to be at the abdomen, it stay at the abdomen. Then you want to do dynamic meditation, the long potiano, you also can anchor it to your kaya. Then after that is under technique number 3. After anapanasati or any of the skillful means to anchor your mind and develop sati, you should move on, following kayanupassana, to mindfulness of the four posture. Standing away, sitting away, walking away, lying down away. Then after that you move it on to daily mindfulness. Sati sampajana means the connecting movement between the four posture as described by the Buddha. Standing away, looking forward away, bending, turning, stretching away, answering nature's call away. Whatever you do away, that is daily mindfulness. Then after that, of course, you want to continue to follow the contemplation of the 32 parts, the 4 elements, or the 7-3 contemplation, the 9 stages of 7-3 contemplation, decomposition contemplation. You can do it. It's up to you. After you have done it, then your mindfulness should stabilize. Especially daily mindfulness. Whatever you do throughout the day, away, mindful. If you do that well, you will progress. My nature will rejoice, and you will really, really develop the progress. That's why daily mindfulness is a must. And how to do it well, like I explained earlier on, you must have a religious routine, daily religious routine. The moment you wake up, mindful, aware, your posture in the bed or whatever. Then after that, whatever activity that move from there, fully aware. Then how you answer nature's call, mindful, everything. How even you arise, how you develop the movement to the washroom, fully aware. Then need to pay respect, triple J, pay respect. Then after that, clean yourself up, brush your teeth, wash your face, whatever you need to do. Then prepare yourself for the day. If you have the time, the advice is at least meditate for 20 minutes. Means you can start with the normal pre-puja, then end up with the post-puja. While doing alone, do the short one. No need to do the long one. Then in between the pre-puja, after the pre-puja, you meditate. You can read it, loving kindness first, mind sweeping method or whatever. Then you meditate. Then you silent. Then after that, you transfer merit, share merit, the post-puja. Then pay respect, triple jam. Then after that, mindful of your daily activity. And at night before you go to bed, or whenever in between you have free time, also meditate. Last time I did it for almost 3 years, 86 to 89. That's how I developed the stability of it. Then I progressed very fast. Then a lot of awakening, a lot of contemplative wisdom, stability, everything. That time I was still working full time, but my daily mindfulness was very strong. Yeah, and throughout the day, my religious routine very good. And every day I have a lot of Dhamma session with my Dhamma friends. That time I haven't really taught them, but I was like leading them among the group. Every time we go and see our teachers or guide, then after we come out, we go to Tarik, we discuss and all this thing, which is very good. It's just like I think a lot of Kayamita also do the same after the class. Last time I remember Alicia, they all, Jupolian, they all song, they used, even Chin Hao, I remember, they used to go to Tarik. Sometimes they call me along. Then they discuss. So this will keep you to Dhamma cultivation and activity, and you develop the spiritual faculty without you knowing it. The meritorious action, the religious routine. The pre-puja and post-puja is very powerful, very important. It really helps you to develop a lot of things, not only merits and wholesomeness. The Dhamma protector also will protect you because you are part of the sasana. So all this understanding are very beautiful. Okay, I have to end already. So we finish here. Okay? Then now we can open up for the continued sharing by. Now they still got never mind, the next lesson. I already covered, Oh, okay, covered. Yeah. The insight into the three universal characteristics, of nature to realize the unreality of the five aggregate form. This one also covered already. Anapanasati, four posture, sati sama. Oh, covered already. Puja, Maestri. Okay, all covered already. Very good. Sadhu. So now we open up. So who wants to come in first? We have Ingbi and Mun Yuen,
Good evening, Sukihotu,
Yeah,
Bratio,
Gustio,
and all Kalyana Mitas.
Yeah, Sadhu. Yeah, Ingbi, take your time, slowly. I was to a very good trip, Sadhu.
I can feel that Bratio is so overjoyed with our trip.
Yeah. Before you all go, I already knew that it's meant to be that trip. That's why that Tuesday class before you all go, it so happened you all also came. Then I sense it. Then I actually share with you all a lot of things because also because of the condition, Alicia on behalf of you all requested from me the advice actually on a few occasions. Then I said Tuesday class, you all come before that, I will share. Then I think because of that, you all follow, especially the pre-puja and the post-puja. Then after that, you all also have your sharing, which is very good. And now, with this, more time to share, you all can actually piece together everybody's experience. And this is very helpful, very useful. And this is just the very strong beginning of the understanding of how when you have that condition to travel and to move, like the early days when I started the cultivation, especially 86, 87, then 88 and leading to 89, that time I actually, with a group of Kayamita on my own, like I said, I lead them, but we are Kayamita at that time, and they have faith in me also, and they like to wait for me to share. Well, normally after meeting the teacher or the guy or what, I have the ability to understand most of the thing. And when I share, they like it. Then there are also certain Kayamita who has the ability to communicate with Deva, Dhamma protectors and the non-human all things, and they can see a lot of things. Then they also like to come and see me and talk to me. That's why through all this, I develop a lot of understanding too. And because of that, I find it useful. That's why later on when I was requested by Yun Chan to come out to share, I try to format the sharing in such a way that it will benefit Kayamitas and living beings. So I started the format of Kayamitasship. Then after that, I did all the whatever that I write on the website, the teaching, and how to actually enable new people who don't have the understanding to develop all this understanding. Then people start to come and people start to volunteer to help me to do things. Then all the organizing everything. Then I find it useful to have Kayamita Fund where it can help Kayamitas and it can set up a very powerful Kayamita force. Then it also gives us the ability to be free from financial worries. So all this fall into place. Then I also organize retreat, spiritual trips, and even house dana later on because of the request, and also our monthly activity in the earlier, then our weekly activity, then in between, of course, the Dhamma book, everything manifests. So because I recall during the early day when I was not teaching, I also did this spiritual trip. That's why I continue that tradition. Then when you all want to go to Chivasana, your guru, I say it's very good. And I realize nowadays more and more of this are happening. Even earlier on, I think your group also went in there with Pucheng they all. That one is to Amesana. It'll be cut off again. Ayo. His internet not so good. My Kayamita, yes. Oh, but you're so sorry that my Wi-Fi is unstable. I'm offline again. Don't worry, we will wait for you. Okay. He's back. Amy is back, yeah. On your mic, Amy.
What happened?
Don't worry. I think my side got record. You can listen to it again. I make use of that to explain a lot of the activity that I did before I came out to teach in 204. Then I found out that they were useful. That's why I added back. So the last trip Amy, your mic, on it. I need to talk to you. Yeah. Your last trip you went with Pocheng is amazing, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
Good. That's why this type of trip you all go on your own. It's very good. Then you learn. You all learn among yourself how to develop all this. Then, like you all report this round, because I know the 8 of them all very good. They have affinity and condition are meant to be. That's why a lot of you all out there can detect the energy and all things. And I was told quite a number of Kayamita, they got this like affinity type of reaction when they were there. A lot of them cry also in tears and detect the energy and all those things. I was told Manyon also cried at one of the places. I think Tijang Pusa or what, which is very good. Okay, now you can continue already. I finished mine already. You can listen to it in the recording.
Okay. But first of all, I'd like to express my gratitude and thanks to Bertil for your great blessing bestowed upon all of us, all the 8 of us, and that all of us have a very pleasant and harmonious
Sadhu.
spiritual trip to Jiuhuashan, Nanjing, and come back home all very happy and joyful.
Wow, sadhu, rejoice, yeah. Also,
Next, I will
you all have your
yeah.
paramit.
Next is we would like to thank Sister Polian for asking
Initiating
Sister
the
Alicia
trip. Yeah.
to organize this trip, and
Yeah.
gracefully both Alicia and Song, they have been there before once, which they felt that it's not enough. They felt it's
they
not
want to go a
enough
second round.
for one day. I think one day only they went there.
Yeah. So
They
this time 4 days,
already 4 days we were there. So
Mm.
they kind of making a determination to revisit Jiuhuashan. That makes the condition available
Perfect.
for the
For
rest
you
of
all
6
to
of
go.
us
Yes.
to join them.
Sadhu, yeah.
And then I say harmonious spiritual trip is because all of us are very cooperative, very understanding with each other, and there's no doubt, I shall say. No question asked at all about the itinerary. We have no doubt about Sister Alicia and Brother Song's experience.
Sadhu, very good.
I will just share one experience so that the rest of them they can share their own. That is the 肉身宝殿
where the body of Dhamma Puja was enshrined down. It was lower level.
It was a shrine, a chetya that inside there's a pagoda. There's a pagoda with a Buddha with the Dhamma Puja Rupang there. It's not allowed. We are not allowed to enter.
Not allowed. Even I went there, I also not allowed. Because they already, I think, sealed it up or what. But we were allowed to go down. Go down. To feel and others. There is a staircase that lead down, I think, to that place, that area where they supposed to keep the rosen. I remember there is a staircase that takes us down, but we just, I think it's just 1 level or 2 level down only. Then I felt the energy. Then after that I came out. Because we arrived there, after dinner only somebody mentioned that this is the place you must go. If you don't go, you come to Jiuhuashan like you haven't come. Because there is where the body was kept. Then I said, like that. Then we asked the Tao Yu. That time the Tao Yu was not Mr. yet, somebody else. Then he said, he said, but so late already, we're after dinner, almost 7 o'clock. I said, never mind, go. Well, luckily we went. Then it was dark, everything, no tourists, nothing, only us. Then we had a good time there because the energy very strong. You continue with your experience, Amy.
For the first trip, we were at the 肉身宝殿. There were many people. A lot of incense burning outside the shrine, and we just agreed that we circumambulate the shrine 3 rounds. In fact, many of them also circumambulate the shrine 3 rounds or more than 3 rounds. I don't know how many rounds. But for us, we did 3 times. After that, we kind of Brother Song spotted a signage that saying go to Xiao Tian Tai.
Sadhu,
Because Xiao Tian Tai is one of our itinerary, so we all just follow after the 肉身宝殿. We go up to Xiao Tian Tai. Then on the full moon day of this November, that was when I think 4th or what?
4th of November.
But Song actually on the 3rd of November, Brother Song said we have to revisit this 肉身宝殿. And then we we kind of myself kind of say, visit again. That day we went already.
Yeah.
But okay,
Yeah.
we just follow lah. We just follow, and then because it's not easy to climb again on the steps. You see, there's quite many steps to climb up lah from the bus station. We have to climb a few steps, and then when we reach there again, even though it's not a weekend, there was still many tourists, many devotees there.
Oh.
Many of them also. So Brother Song also commented, so many people today, something like that. But even though my mind was kind of reacted like, so why come for second time, something like that reacted in my mind. But immediately, Brother Teo, I can see it goes off. It goes off. I can see it.
Sadhu, that was very good because your awareness is already stable. Otherwise, you cannot see it so fast on. You will not go over. But these are the like I explained, the habitual tendency. It's not easy to root out completely on. It will still come out on. Towards the end later part, but immediately you can develop the ability to see it going on. Means it's going to be like stabilized already. Once it's stabilized, in future all this cannot arise anymore. Like what the Satipatthana Sutta, the four foundation, the cultivator will know how in the future this so-called mental hindrance will not arise again. That one later. For you it's very near. You can see it going off like that. Means it's very near. Then later on you will not have that one. You will know how to accord and flow on. Whatever, just let things be. Then you accord and flow. Then everything will fall into place. Then if it's meant to be, it will be. You continue, Amy.
Immediately I see it cease. Then the acceptance already arise. Acceptance
acceptance arise.
Already there, acceptance. So we just circumambulate again 3 rounds. So I can understand this acceptance is so important.
Yes, very, very important. That is how the negativity of habitual tendency cease. Otherwise, it won't cease one. Not easy one. If you are not a cultivator, you cannot understand all this. This one is so strong. They call it like anusayak already.
Yes.
Normal people cannot really deal with it one. But for us, the moment, initially, of course, like your case, the moment it arrives, you know that it will just go off. That is a good sign. Then you know how to accord and flow and develop the movement. Very good.
So the acceptance is there, and we just full of faith and confidence and circumambulate the shrine. And then at the same time, my heart like saying, we need to meditate lah. We need to meditate.
Sadhu. So you all meditate.
All of us meditated.
Sadhu.
20 minutes lah. After we have done the repentance.
Repentance, yes.
Bodhisattva repentance is all not pre-arranged one. Only at the time.
Yes.
Kind of feeling that we have to do the repentance. Also Bodhisattva repentance, and then we find a corner also to recite the repentance.
Because very good.
Digital copy, we have the digital copy. We didn't bring the book along. So it's kind of challenging also, right there, because the corner we chose so happen is the got 3 things, the 3 things. It's ancient things. Since the long time ago, they have this thing is like, NASA film show.
I know. The one I know.
Big urn. The metal urn. They throw it at that corner. And then many tour guide with the tourists came, and they always go to the corner that we were reciting to explain about the thing.
Oh, no wonder.
Metal.
Yeah, I know.
Use and
Yeah.
so all of us were very, very steady, lah, I shall say. Very steady. We keep
Sadhu.
reciting the repentance
Wow, very
without
good.
being disturbed by all these tour guide
Yeah,
and
yeah,
tourists.
sadhu. Very good.
Sister Alicia got mentioned before, it's kind of challenges,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
test for us, whether we are distracted or feel
Yeah. That one
disturbed.
is a very good test.
To me, I'm not disturbed lah.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
the rest, I'm not sure. I'm there
Yeah,
to
yeah.
share this experience. We
Mm.
keep on reciting the repentance full-heartedly, and then
Sadhu.
yes, and then it's. I think I first encountered that after recitation,
Ah.
there's certain phrases for patching. They call it patching flaws in recitation
Ah.
or no. So it's kind of asking for forgiveness for whatever wrong pronunciation,
Yeah,
wrong
yeah, yeah.
recitation done. So I also feel surprised also. I really
Sadhu.
faithfully
Because that
whatever
one
wrong.
very important because you have to include all this. We are over the millennium, the eons and eons of birth and death. We don't know what we have done. That's why they're asking for forgiveness. Must be very, very complete. And all this
Yes.
is also meant to be when you are there. Especially Tijang Wang Pusa. He is full of compassion. And a lot of beings actually owe it to him for what they are now. And his very heavy vow to go down there and actually help liberate all this hell being is not easy. Very good.
So I feel very, very relieved lah. Even though I know Mandarin,
Yeah, yeah,
I also make mistake here and there, and there's such a how to say a blessing for us to ask for forgiveness
beside.
for wrong
Yes.
recitation that we may have done
Yeah, yeah.
unintentionally.
Yeah, whether
So
knowingly or unknowingly.
yeah. This is part of the experience. And then when I came back, there's another realization that come to me when I did my contemplation. It is because during the first trip, during the second trip, we only managed to make donation to the temple. By all the money donation come from Kalyamitas and our group.
Common pool and all those things.
Yeah. So I only realized when I came back home, I said, first trip because there were so many people, and then we were also quite, how to say, surrounded by so many people, and then we didn't go squeeze in between to go and do.
Sadhu.
The second trip is needed, and
Yeah.
it's meant is condition arising already.
Yeah, sadhu.
So Brother Song also managed to because less people actually second trip, not a weekend.
Yeah, much less.
But
Which
still
is
many
the
people.
condition for you all. Yeah. Because you remember last time we went the Putosan, I took you all there. I think my third trip or what, the one that we went. Initially, the whole of the famous temple for the Putosan, where Mr. And the agent from China booked for us, wow, they were full of tourists and they were too busy to even entertain us. So I was following we asked somebody, then somebody lead us to another monk. Then look for him. By the time we found him, another monk. He lead. Then they like no time for you because they are more keen on the donation part. So I told her, I said, forget about this place because we can't do much. So you know what happened? I asked the Taoyu any more temple nearby. The best is nobody go on. Then we found the Shuangqian Chansi, you remember? Then we went there. Actually, we asked the bus driver to purposely drive us there. And I think they requested for about 500 RMB. It's just a short trip, very near. I told her, never mind, we pay. We have the money. Then we went there, and I went in with, I think, Song Deo and Alicia. Then we managed to talk to one of the monks who actually allowed us to use the whole place. Actually, it's a 禅室 for monks to meditate on. But they allow us to use, and they include the vegetarian lunch. And we were so grateful that we, I think, offer our red packet and all those things, and we rejoice. And they find us so different, so meant to be. And that Songqian Chansi, when I passed by the bus stop, I saw and I felt the energy, the Kuan Yin inside there. The area was very conducive. That's why we will know how to move. But for you all, there is no other Rosen area like that place really. You have to go back to the place. That's why it's meant to be. Yeah, sadhu.
Yeah. Because the first trip was on Sunday, 2nd of November. Then the second trip was Tuesday, 15, the full moon day.
Oh, no wonder.
Tuesday. So Tuesday, not weekend, there will be less people.
Yeah, less people, much less. Yeah.
But we managed to make the donation.
Yeah,
so,
sadhu.
So from this experience, I fully have the deeper understanding that condition arising.
You will understand the accord and flow and the condition arising phenomena. That's what I mean by the sign. The sign will come. It will let you know, and it will prompt you. And a lot of this prompting is like meant to be, because sometimes the Dhamma protectors or the higher being up there, they want to benefit you all. Then they will prompt or condition one of you all to have that thought and the suggestion. Then it will create the causes and conditions for it to manifest. That's why when you are there, the weather, everything is very conducive. Like you are well protected. And that whole trip and journey will be like you all are very blessed. And it's like meant to be a lot of things. And the energy very strong. And you can feel one. Like PG say, he go back at night, cannot sleep. Sometimes the energy is too strong. But good, relax into it, develop the faith. Then it will go in, it will stabilize. Actually, the heart area, it will keep on activating and develop the what they call the transformation within. So depending on the affinity and the great being's nature and energy, if you can draw, it will help a lot. In fact, the whole of the group of you all, I think most of you all have the ability to draw and detect already, because you all have actually developed the heart base there, the gateway there, quite stable already. And most of you all are sensitive to spiritual energy already. Yeah, Ingrid. Sadhu, yeah.
For the 4 days in Chihuahuan, is quite good weather to us. Not too cold and not too...
Very good weather, I was told by all of them.
No rain. No rain at all. Another experience I would like to say is the moment I step on those climbing stairs, I can see alternate stairs. There are lotus flowers.
Wow, sadhu, sadhu.
I was so amazed. I said, "一步一莲花."
Yeah, 一步莲花。一朵一净土。
So I just step on the lotus, and then the other one, the next one is no lotus, and then lotus again, no lotus again. So kind of totally no thoughts at all. But I just step and go on and on and on without much effort. Very light
Sadhu. Because that one was signifying what, to let you have the understanding that from now onward your cultivation 一步莲花 means everything you do, you will find the Dhamma. You will receive the Dhamma. This is very beautiful. That's why you will transform into that state without thought on. Then you will know from inside. Then the faith become very strong. And the transformation is very important. That's why all this trip can benefit you all. Sadhu.
Yeah, Sadhu, thank you, Bhatio. I'll stop here for my
Okay.
sharing and maybe another our pilgrim.
Can. Now we left with Manyan and Chupulian. Who want to come in? Manyan already on the mic. Okay, Manyan, come in.
Tio, good
Sadhu,
evening. Mrs. Tio and all Kalivitas. Like Ingvi, after listening to Ingvi, I think I understand even more.
Sadhu. That's why by sharing, you understand better, and you develop the understanding to strengthen your cultivation and faith. Very good. Now you continue.
Maybe I tell you why I say that.
Sadhu.
Because Tio, before we went, we came for your blessings. And then that was on Tuesday, and then on Thursday. Even though I didn't log on, but I was told that you give your blessings again. So I want to share what happened even before I left for the trip.
Sadhu.
So we left. So we left on Friday night. But on Thursday, I was still working. And when I came home, I went up to see my father. And I saw that he was having this worried and anxious look on his face. And he told me that he has been, for half an hour, he was sleeping on the bed and he was struggling to get up. He couldn't get up because he didn't have the energy to get up. So when I heard that, there was a thought a fear that I could, maybe I will not be able to go to the trip. Then I feel him, and I felt that he was having a fever
Sadhu. Lucky
so I told him that you are having a fever. Do you want to have Panadol? My father said, no, I'm not having a fever. So I thought my father know better But then after him for a while, I touched him again, and I'm sure even without a thermometer, because he was so
the fever. Very feverish.
So I say, so better take Panadol, because from past experience, if my father is having high fever and he say he doesn't have energy, that is really very serious and very bad news already very bad news. So because it will proceed to him not being able to think properly or even talk properly.
Correct.
And he may not even be able to walk and go to the toilet by himself. So he will wet himself. So past experience that I had with him, and it was when I knew that he was like going through the same experience again. There was a fear, but then that fear, like what Sister EB say, just that second, it vanished, and then I had this I don't know what it is. You just say that you just need to do what you need to do.
The understanding will come to you. Sadhu.
Don't think about not being able to go.
That fear, that worry, no more already on. You just do what you have to do. It's spontaneous one. It come out on. Because the understanding is like what I advise you. Whatever happen, don't panic, don't worry. Just silent. Then maintain awareness. That is what will transform the thing. Very good. Then after that, you give him the Panadol.
I gave him 2.
Good. Must take 2. Only effective.
But he doesn't want. He only want 1. That is also my practice so I understand. I didn't fight with him so I gave him 1. And then after that, because he doesn't have energy, So he will not be able to get up to go to the toilet and whatever. So I asked him whether he want to wear a diaper. Then my father said, no, I don't want to.
Then take another Panadol.
I don't want also. Then I was like, starting want to argue with him already. Then I stopped. I don't know why, brother. I stopped, and then I just accepted. He doesn't want that.
That one very good.
Yeah, I didn't even think if he wet then I die lah. You know, I have to.
Yeah, your mind cannot think like that already. It's no longer like the old way already. It cannot already. The understanding is there.
The possibility is very high that it will happen.
Yeah. Despite that, but you don't go and create that thought already, because by now the Dhamma has stabilized. That's why you cannot do that already. You will have the understanding to care and do what you have to do. That's more important.
And then my mother was around also, and she said, "Hey, cannot. My father have to wear the diaper. Make sure he wear, If not, then they will already." Wow, then I'm caught in the middle lah. Father say don't want. Mother asked me to wear. Let him wear. Then I did something not so good lah. I ignore her. Then, so my father didn't wear and also didn't use that what you call that, the big pad lah. So that it won't go into the bed. So I went down and continue working because I'm supposed my working hour is still there. So I work. Then brother Teo, this one very surprising lah. After 1 hour, my father came down, all by himself.
Wow, sadhu.
He walked down by himself. These people. And then I look at him, then he said, I want to have my dinner.
Hungry already means okay already.
The time not yet. Still not. The fact he can walk down is a really good.
A miracle already.
A miracle already, but still there was still something there not thoroughly cured yet lah. So then I bought dinner, and then he had his dinner lah. After dinner, then he went up have his bath by himself, And then he told me he was so worried that he may not even have the energy to take his bath. He don't know what to do. Now he took his own bath. After that, brother, this one is really miracle. I tell you, this is really miracle. He came down all by himself. Then he looked at me and he smiled, And then he said, my father said, "Hey, Man Yuen, I feel so comfortable now." I look at him, He said he cannot believe it. Why he feels so comfortable?
No wonder you say you got a reason for it. Sometimes this thing happen, and it's amazing. It's meant to be. Otherwise, you have to take care of him. You might not go for the trip. But if it's meant to be, it will be on. You don't have to worry.
And then he also was very surprised. He was scratching his head, and then he said, "Maybe the Panadol I took." I don't know.
He will attribute to that. But if he take one only, it cannot be so miracle.
And last time also he take but also like that.
That's why sometimes you on your own, because of our cultivation, we can see and we can understand all this one. It's just like last time, a lot of things happen, especially when my parents went over to Penang to visit my brother. Then that night, the Kuan Yin Tan, I think the incident of the thing. The first question I asked my brother is, did mom go with my dad? I didn't worry, panic, or try to question them or blame. No, I just say, did mom join him? He said, yeah, mom is with him. I said, you don't worry. If mom is with him, because my mother stayed with me for more than 10 years, looking after Sui and my son, Junpa. And I took her to the temple, and I teach her a lot of things to do the Kuan Yin chanting and all those things. And she was full of joy, and I know her parami is very good. they raised me and they really sacrificed and really it's like a miracle because later on they waited actually 2-3 hours before they got any news because that whole of the what they call the ferry terminal there, the bridge came down. That called the link. So what happened was later on my father told me, he said he wanted to join that group to the ferry actually. Then my mother said, no, I have to go to the toilet. So because of that, he cannot go now. So my mother went to the toilet. Then on the way out, my mother came back. He like ngam cham now. All time you go toilet now, is it? The ferry gonna. Then within that moment, the whole bridge collapsed. And those who went in all, I think a lot of them injured and have problem. Then they were stranded there, cannot go over. Then 2-3 hours later only they resumed the ferry. And then only my parents went over. That's why I say if it's meant to be, will be. So their parami will take care of them. All this will manifest. So for you now, you start to see all this. You start to understand all this. It's actually nature's condition. When nature's condition is meant to be, all these things can happen. And to people who don't understand, they think it's like miracle. That's why I used to share you all. Sometimes things happen, you think it's fairy tale. The actual reality is more fantastic than fairy tale. Fairy tale also not so fantastic. So a lot of this encounter through Dhamma, when they unfold and manifest, is really unbelievable. Even that time, 86, 208, when Kuan-Yin's nature and Maitreya's nature come. That's why it was so amazing. The sign so clear, the message so clear. There are a lot of things when it manifests, you can know, you can understand. Meant to be, will be. And you all, after you go through all this, you will actually widen your understanding of all this spiritual possibility and activity, which can really be a very beautiful extension of what the cultivation is capable of giving you all. Very good, Sadhu.
Yeah, right. When it happened, right, I also don't know why. Sister Alicia also messaged me. I can't remember why. So I told her, I hope that I can go because my father got sick. And she immediately messaged me back and say, don't let the negative thoughts affect you. Just like that, Yeah. And then later on, when we reached China, she did tell me that when she heard about my father, she also
send her blessing.
Send her blessing. So I just want to say thank you to Brother Teo and also Alicia. Because indeed this is really a miracle.
That's why sometimes when there is something, you all better let us know. Because all these are very important. Even Gumoy, whenever something happens, he will tell the son, he call Brother Teo and let Brother Teo know. And he know, I know what to do. So a lot of people who have the affinity and understanding, they will know what to do. And because what we do is based on understanding, wisdom, nature's law, Dhamma. So all this, it has its efficacy and condition, causes and condition, because if it's meant to be, it will manifest. Then it's like everything will turn out beautiful, wonderful. That's why when you have that understanding of the Dhamma, means the realization of true emptiness make existence wonderful. True emptiness is wonderful existence. 真空妙有. Good. Yeah, you continue, Mun Yuen.
Yeah, and then Brother about the crying part, I also not sure why I cry, like, because after I cried, they also asked me why I cried.
That is the best answer. You don't know, but inside know, your nature know, because it's from inside it come out. Yeah. And I was also told other day PG share. He said he tried to suppress the emotion, but cannot. It will come out, but of course not so like obvious and make people panic and all those things. But most of the time, just let it out. Yeah. Sometimes it needs to come out. Yeah. But different people different. Don't get it wrong. Like that day I explained. For my case is I never burst out and cry like that, but my tears come out. It's deep inside. The tears come out. Yeah. Then after that, that's it. The deep gratitude, the deep understanding, it will, like deep inside the heart, the nature that it will come out. Yeah. Then it knows. Yeah. So a lot of these things, as you develop the cultivation, the understanding, the wisdom, especially you do the fourth support, you go the Bodhisattva way, your nature there, your heart there, it will continuously open up. Yeah. Open up like the lotus flower. Layer by layer, it open up after you activate it. Then it blossom, like fully blossom. Then front and back, like hollow. Finally, like nothing inside there. Means it's the pure nature. And all this can arise and manifest. So don't worry, rejoice. Because it's beyond the thought one. It's your nature, understand. It's affinity from the past. Actually, it happened where?
Oh, the last day, when we go down to the foothill, we went to this outdoor big, huge statue of Dijang Wang Pusa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's at the cultural park.
Yeah, cultural park. You all take photo down there, one is it?
Yes, that one. Yeah. So at first, because I saw the flight of stairs was so high up, I said, I don't want to climb. You all climb, because I can see the down already.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Then I don't know why then later I look at the stairs again. Yeah, it's high up, but then the steps are not very high. It's low steps. So
then it will prompt you to go up.
Yes. Then I said, okay, I go up.
So I do.
Yeah. So I went, and then this one also a bit funny lah. As I climb, I chant his name lah.
So I do.
Yeah, but at times I mess up. I mess up the chanting. So this is embarrassing. I mess up.
No problem, because they know you are sincere inside. You can chant wrongly also, no problem. Yes? Yeah. They know your faith. What you are doing inside there is more important.
Yeah. So I went all the way up already, and once we reached the top, not the top yet actually, because after we reach the top, we can go somewhere where we can touch Dijang Wan's. Haven't reached it yet. So then there's some people there asking, there are candles there whether we want to light candles. So I think, why not? So I took a few candles and put on the tray and then I light all the candles, and then I squat down in front of Dijang Wan, and then I start to I seek his blessing, guidance, and protection. For those people. I light the candle for and then I said, I think this is when I cried. After
Means you know what to do. That's why that thing will activate. Then it will trigger off. Your one is a different type of affinity. This affinity is because when you are there was some past affinity, but not as strong as song one. Song one, I remember the early trip. before he even reached the Samantra Bhaddara Bodhisattva, the four-face, called Pusen Pusa. Before even reached there, he was crying, like sobbing, wow, very loud, until cannot understand, or came and asked me, he said, Bertil, something wrong with song. I said, nothing. I said, 前世 don't worry. Then he don't believe, no. He walked near and see. He said, cry until like that, some more. 没事. Then suddenly he realized tears came out from his eye, Then he also started crying, Then he feels so funny, He thought cannot be. So he walked away, quite far, I think easily 100 meters away, But he's still crying, Then he asked some Kayamita, They laugh at him. You go and ask Bertil when you go down. That's why after that, we knew he got affinity. We decided to give all the trip to him. Because he actually meant to be. So for your case, it's different because you have some affinity, but not as strong as song. Song, personally, quite strong affinity with Puja and Pusa. Then, like, Tisang Wang, Alicia, they have the affinity from the past. That's why the chanting come and all those things. But for you is there are offerings and encounter, but that time you don't know how to request. So this time you're lighting of the candle and request their blessing, protection and guidance. That one activate. Then it must be something you have wanted to do but you didn't do in the past. And this time you have the condition and you do. That's why it manifests. Which is very good. And this one you cannot understand. Maybe your brain doesn't record this thing on. What is recorded is from the past and the nature's law that governs life and existence manifestation. So all these are the possible condition for it to manifest. That's why I like you all to share, because everyone is different. And you can know from all this why the law of karma is so complex. So the law of karma doesn't mean only negative karma. No. It includes all the wholesome spiritual virtuous karma also. So all this non-cultivator cannot witness or cannot understand. But you walk the Bodhisattva way, you will witness on and you will see a lot of this, not only to yourself over the long period of cultivation, but you can also witness all this when you come out to teach and to share. That's why all your this reporting will add to the understanding. And through all this sharing, you all will learn from each other how all this can become possible. That's why the more you share, the more you learn, the more you develop as understanding. Dhamma is very wonderful, very beautiful when you have the understanding. Okay, you continue. Anything else?
Yeah, the last sentence, after I said, then only I cried. That sentence, I seek your blessing, guidance and protection, for my parents, and I say their name, to be able to go through old age smoothly. Then
sadhu, wow, that one lucky, wonderful.
Then I don't know, they say it was quite loud. To me, it was so only lah.
But those around you can hear. Hey, you did a very good thing, You asked from the right bodhisattva, I tell you, to have a smooth passage through old age, sickness and death, Tisang Wang Pusa is the best. Because the hell being also you can help with it. That's why this human one, living one, easier. Very good. Sadhu to you. This life, Philippine, very good. You did a lot of wholesomeness. That's why last time I remember Thailand trip. You remember there was one trip. My mother passed away the night before we fly out. I also did a lot of wholesome thing for her. I told my brothers, sisters, you all do it in Alasa, I do it in Thailand. My mother has that type of parami. And immediately at the airport, at that time I remember, Mi Fong was the treasurer. The night before, I text Mi Fong already. I will donate, don't know how many more thousand to that fund. But Thai baht and he asked me, Virgil, why? Then I hinted to her, my mother just passed away the night before. And because there is Katina Fund, that one. That trip we went to a lot of well-practiced monks and monastery, and also it was a Katina, because we did it. And I know the timing cannot be so perfect. And normally, like normal people, your mother passed away, you still want to lead people to spiritual trip or whatever. Most people will not do, but for me, no doubt, I know what it is, and I saw the sign. I understand meant to be. That's why there was one, I think Yun Chan's friend, brother something, I forgot already. He took photo for us, he's very good. I forgot his name already. Tony, Tony. Thanks, my daughter remember Tony. He don't believe, when after that night dinner, then I share. He don't believe, Brother Teo, the mother just passed away, he still come. And all those things people cannot understand. So it's meant to be. Okay, very good. You can summarize. 1 more minute. 1 or 2 more minutes.
Okay, so
we continue or what?
2 minutes. That one cannot.
Oh, cannot finish. Then to be continued. Okay, we rejoice.
Oh, thank you, Brother.
Let us rejoice with the sharing from NB and Manyan. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, then we will share merit, transfer merit. Then we continue next session. Maybe the next Sunday, I think Pamasuri is back. So if you want to attend Pamasuri class there and share also can, or online share also can, for the rest of those who went to Jiwasan trip. Okay, let us rejoice with all the wholesomeness. Then let us now compose our mind, develop the faith, sada. Then mindfully we shall share the merit, transfer merits, and develop the wholesomeness by chanting the closing puja. Akasata cha pumata devanaga mahindika punyang tang anumoditwa cirang rakantu loka sasana ettavata camehi sampadan punya sampadan sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya idang me nyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo idang me nyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo idang me nyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo devo satukalena sasa sampati heto cha fito bhavatu loko cha Raja bhavatu dhammiko imina punyang kamina mame bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yawa nivana patiya sadhu sadhu sadhu. Okay, good. You all can now pay respect mindfully to Lord Buddha, Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, and the worthy one. Yeah, sadhu. Suyan have a message here. Sunday we are in Klang. Yeah, this Sunday here. Oh, so no class, Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Suyan very good. He reminded me I make a mistake for my class gathering also. I thought 16. Actually 16 is Klang. So I later on changed it because Sui An reminded me. So this Sunday class cancel. Sui An, thank you again. Okay, sadhu. Yeah.